Akiko, we meet again. Best buddy.
She loves us the most.
We do have the maximum reputation with her out of anyone.
Which is so
somehow.
funny. But maybe she just has less...
She's like, you will die.
Maybe she has less chat options than everyone else.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because we talk to her more or not.
She's like, don't even try to hang out with me this time.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the message you got from Carmelina on the day of Henry's exorcism. What message?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Carmelina sent you a message telling you to leave Grace alone with Henry. No, she didn't. I have a copy of the message right here.
Oh yeah, the nuh-uh defense.
You're trying to find
Nuh-uh. Someone's giving you false evidence, Nenorachito. The architect was there that day, but she didn't tell me to do anything. She doesn't have authority over me. Then why did you step out of the room? I considered the scene and prisoner secure. I need to make sure that the architect was safe. Corrupted areas are full of danger. Like, fine. Like, how do you...
I don't believe you, but I don't believe anyone.
That's the thing, all these people are like, no, I didn't, and then you just can't say anything else.
I believe you. I trust you thoroughly.
Hang out with him.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Let's talk, Henry.
Not a fucking thing.
Is this helping? These little chats helping you work out who did it?
I'm getting a picture of the island. I'll understand the crucible of crime better.
Like what you see? Like what you see? Like what you see, boys?
We'll be disgusted because we're talking about the island. If it was him, I'd say, you're plenty handsome, son. The islands can't continue like this.
How are you gonna fix it?
That's a job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
What?
You promise you're gonna do something?
I'll do what I can. The syndicate is a slow ship to turn.
I hope you'll stick to that. Whatever.
Oh, he has like a little bit of faith in us.
Yep. Well, he has no other glimmer of hope
Yeah, no one else even
of the
talks
world
to
being
him.
better. I mean, he doesn't have a glimmer of hope for himself in general.
Not really.
But the place being better. First, you have to have anyone actually admitting that it's bad to begin with, which basically no one will do. This is a long distance.
Hey, no one will admit that it's bad, but they're just like, the next island will just be better.
Yeah.
Not that this one's bad or anything. I think perfection is like one of those things where it's just like, it doesn't actually exist. It's just kind of like, it represents like an archetype of like the ideal.
Yeah.
That I think also varies for absolutely everyone. Everyone has a different interpretation of what perfection even is. It's just like, it's us envisioning something to our highest standards, which in itself is generally unattainable. Like there's like...
Yep. You can keep pouring work into something, but it'll have an asymptotic relationship with it, where the closer you get to it, the more the demand is to get any closer. It just keeps like kind of curving away, getting infinitely closer, but never touching.
Well, human beings have a predisposition to be unsatisfied with things naturally, only because it does make us improve ourselves. Something could be like what our idea of perfection was, and we won't even see it that way. We'll be like, oh, next time I'll make it better by doing this.
Because as you get closer, you just see new flaws.
Exactly. So that's why like
But also just anyone who has to create stuff on a schedule just gets used to the
compromising your own.
dismissing, like just giving up on perfection because you have to ship it, whatever it is.
You have to you compromise like your own standards over time. The hopeful thing is that you don't have to do that too much. You can kind of at least have consistency.
Like there's my videos in general, but there's also just like when I was making those bouncer loading screens, like, well, I have fucking deadlines, so like just pick the takes you want. Whoever has lines submitted in time, just go. It has to have a schedule.
Finishing a school project.
Gonna take you for a ride.
So it's important to not get hung up on all that stuff. Just be happy. How are things with you and Sam? Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
That's a good thing, by the way. We're happy together. Same as it ever was, like when you guys were assassins together, because, you know.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Is that the Talking Heads song? Days Go By? Or
The days go by. Yeah, that is
the
Talking
days go
Head.
by. Water flowing under the
or like,
again.
I like Talking Heads.
Oh, there's a dog here. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, my dog is laying on your feet. There was I don't know where, but I found like a weird art book made by David Byrne from the Talking Heads, and it was really bizarre, very large book of like motivational posters that were like superimposed images like photoshopped on top of each other. So it'll be like it's really bizarre. It was like a pile of money burning over a backdrop of like a swimming pool and palm trees, and it'll say like "do your best" on it, like some weird shit. It was very interesting. I really enjoyed it quite a lot. I actually had it before I even knew who David Byrne was. As a kid, I just had it.
Just coincidentally.
Yeah, and then later I was like, oh, that's the guy from the Talking Heads, which makes sense. It has like his. Yeah. It's very much his style, but it actually reminds me.
It's like how I have a horror comic that was made by like a food television dude that I've never seen before.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Which is, it's funny that you had that, and I was like, the guy who's dead, and you're like, who? I was like, yeah, the guy who killed himself. He was very smart.
I have to be careful with my button presses here because there's no sidebar.
Oh yeah.
Just when we talk to Lydia.
Oh yeah. Well, is it because she's in the way?
Maybe. I think it might just be because they create like a unique conversation screen for just her.
Should we ask her if she's bored because maybe she'll want to kill people again?
Maybe.
You spice up the romance by, going out and assassinating people together.
It's just basic crime science, Daybreak. Get it together. Explode. He has such a good drop the mic because he explodes.
I mean, you can't drop the mic harder than that.
But I imagine this game had a different plan originally at one point. I think that at one point Lydia wasn't supposed to be having a fixed location on the map, but instead was going to talk to you whenever you were fast traveling. Because you always get in the car to travel every time you talk to her, and the screen is this special unique place that nobody else has. And then she's always like, oh, I'll drop you off here, all right? And it's like she just drops you off where you started every time. Like you always just talk to her at the same place.
She only likes to talk when she's driving. She doesn't like to talk. Like, whenever you guys hang out as friends, it has to be in the car only.
Yeah.
You do a lot of drive-thrus together.
It does reveal the European roots of her character and or the game.
I mean,
she drives on the right side.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they just did that as an aesthetic choice because of every character in this game is just from somewhere different. So I don't even know where the origins of this game are because it's hidden by so many characters of different origins that I'm not sure exactly. Never get bored. It has been millennia. Never bored of him, but it can be tough. The islands are only so big, only so much to do. We learned to give each other space and have our own things. Helps that he runs a bar and I have my car. He can't go anywhere and I can go everywhere. What about you? You looking to get back into the dating game? It's hard when the dating pool is so small. It's like literally like 7 people. Do a doom jazz and get some citizen hookups going on. Fresh crop on the next island. Speaking of which, you can always swing by DJ's yacht again. She knows that we've been sleeping around with him.
Those are so forbidden. You're not supposed to do that. You're gonna get the citizens punished.
Yeah, that's not really cool.
How many people have died because of Doom Jazz just dicking everything?
Probably a lot. Let's...
I guess that's why they call him Doom. More like Doom Jizz.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, I don't know if I should say that. You got the mark of doom on you.
Black light. A Jackson Pollock painting in here.
Oh gosh. Let's refute that because I don't really. Because Doom Jazz can go fuck himself. I don't like people that are too flirty like that when they just I don't know like this pose. That was a long time ago. I like commitment. I like devotion. I like worship. I don't need people who are sleeping around with other people.
Just like how you want to worship Crimson Acid.
Yeah, exactly. I'm devoted. I mean, I don't know, man. And Sam, though, I was kind of like, but Lydia's got him. It's fine. It keeps me honest. This is a fresh start. Just feels weird. Everyone lived a life, but I've been trapped in a moment. Lots to think about. I get you, LD. You'll get there. Solve this thing and start in a new paradise. This has been fun. I'll drop you off at the beach. Sure. Drops us off at the beach in a fucking Death Stranding. LD, I have something I think we should discuss. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? We're tight, right, LD? I I can tell you something, right? You're not gonna use it in a court of law against me and get me put on death row.
Dangerous.
Everything is on record, but I'll use some discretion. At least she's honest about it. Me and Sammy didn't kill the council.
Wow, what a fucking reveal.
Yeah, woo.
On, LD.
But we aren't happy.
The island.
We want out. The council wouldn't let us leave, though. What do you mean?
Off the island or the council?
Me and Sammy are done with this life. These small islands, immortality, waking the gods.
Oh, they want out.
Well, dude, you know, you can't leave
They
because
want to go back to Earth or something.
Sammy's gonna die as soon as you leave. Like, he's like...
Yeah, does that work?
Yeah, isn't he like magic?
He gets blood. Is he gonna have to like be a vampire in that world and just go murdering people all the
But
time
I don't think
again?
a skeleton's gonna fit into normal society.
He can mask up and stuff. It's a good year to return to society. Everyone's already wearing masks.
Yeah, actually.
I can only be myself at Comic-Con.
The island feels bad, LD.
What is it, in like American Dad, there's Roger, the alien character, and the only day he gets to go out without a disguise
It's
is
like
when he goes to
Halloween.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because he just goes as an
It's
alien.
like a costume.
Yeah. I want to travel the world, the real world. Sammy wants to make whiskey with any ingredient, not just what dead Nebula grows.
What the hell are you talking about?
But Montserrat and the council said no. Once you're in the syndicate, you're in the syndicate. I'm telling you because other people know and they'll spread the secret. But killing them wouldn't help us. The next leader wouldn't get us out either.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Still sounds like a motive, Lydia.
They're on island 25 next, but I feel like they want to reach at least a level, like island 100,
Why?
so they can reach syndication.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Keith. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Should they get that money from syndication? Oh my goodness.
What the fuck is that rule? It never made sense to me. Like, what the point is?
I never knew if that was actually a real rule, if that's just a rumor.
Yeah, it always just there's some sort of thing about hitting 100 episodes and then you're in syndication and you just get aired everywhere. I don't really understand what syndication is.
I thought like
It seems to be when you like channel hop though, and you just get aired everywhere.
maybe. There's a lot of shows I know I've seen reruns of that I know for sure don't have 100 episodes. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, maybe syndication means universality, and you just get paid. I know you.
Yeah,
if
it
you
almost feels
get
like a
your
weird
show-
version of public domain, except you still get paid.
If you get your show on fucking syndication, you're fucking set. Like, I was looking into the amount of money people have made from syndication, and it's so amazing
Yeah.
how much, like, Jennifer Aniston never has to work again.
Yeah.
That show
And yet
could've
she
ended-
does, with Adam Sandler a lot, I guess.
And, so who else does she work with a lot? I don't know. Oh, no, I was gonna say Ben Stiller. She's done some stuff with Ben Stiller, too. I don't know. She probably just does what she wants to do. Must be nice. Sorry to ask this, Lydia, but I need you to tell me about the last job you did.
What?
You mean moving us to the next island? No, the regime change in Europe before the syndicate.
If you can prove it, sure.
Who the hell told you about that? Wait, it was Acid, wasn't it?
Come on, LD.
That bitch.
That bitch.
What does this have to do with the council murder? The murder has all the hallmarks of a regime change. Oh, give me a break, LD. Me and Sammy were assassins. We did assassin shit. It was the last job we had to do to buy our freedom. That was a millennia ago. A different epic. Has nothing to do with last night.
But if someone knows you've done it before, they might hire you to do it again, especially if it's your one way of getting off the island. Everyone's suspicious.
I'm angry, but I'm not gonna put my arm down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold
This
it up.
barcode is my identity.
Had to ask. No, you didn't. I don't think it's a barcode. I think it's a... Like, I've seen those.
It's weird looking. It's like, it almost looks like a tally mark, but there's little things under it that are weird.
I mean, I think I'm probably guessing incorrectly, but
It looks like some Death Stranding shit.
I've seen like there's some like indigenous tattoos that look like that, and the one that I think of the most is the one like Australian Aborigines. I think might have tattoos like that. I don't want to say that. I mean, I'm not sure about any of that sort of thing. If anyone actually does know what those are a reference
like
to,
the Maori?
yeah.
Or that's New Zealand,
Oh
right?
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
What is it? There's a...
Well, now see, now I don't
there's
want to say anything wrong and make somebody mad at me.
It's complicated. I watched because there's a YouTube channel called Conquest of Dread, and he's Maori. and he specifically goes into stuff like how the game Greedfall has these interesting problems with how it's a game about colonialism, but the colonial characters have what looks like Maori tattoos, which is a culture that specifically has fallen victim greatly to colonialism.
I know that,
so it's like a
like-
worrying and insensitive thing to be doing for your character designs, of putting what looks like Maori tattoos on the faces of the colonists.
From the little that I know about like Maori, the one thing I do know is that like they still do and have a history of facing like discrimination,
Yeah.
like very intensely.
Oh yeah, they have rough times. There's also the was it Aquaman was supposed to be canonically Maori in that movie, but he has Hawaiian tattoos, and it's like I can fucking tell because Conquest of Dread is Maori and a tattoo artist.
And like native Hawaiians have also been completely fucked by like their island becoming some tourist hotspot
Oh, yeah.
run by like
Fancy
invaders.
a drink? Is night alone okay again? Neat this time?
Whatever you recommend.
The ice ball you had last time allowed you to savor it for longer, but it was chilled. The colder the drink, the less you can taste it.
See, that's a good tip if you don't want to taste what you're drinking, because I've definitely put stuff in the freezer so I could
That you want to
drink
get
it.
through.
Yes, because it's just if it's like just gross.
I hope you'll enjoy the pure taste of this blend.
It's delicious. What are you blending on this island?
Night Alone and the Vortex blend. Maybe you can try it next time.
No single malts?
Blended whiskey requires a fusion of single malts, but on this island I have focused on serving blended instead of single malts. It is important to practice all areas of your repertoire, isn't it?
Ask about Lydia's drink. I want to know what it is. What's Lydia drinking these days?
She enjoys drinking. She enjoys a drink while she paints. She chooses something appropriate to her piece. She enjoys all the different ways of serving. A lot like you, right, LD?
There's something to be enjoyed in everything. What about the next island?
It is important to breathe the new island in. Learn about it.
To craft? Yeah, I think there's two.
Yeah. Like, learn about it and craft a drink that can only be born on that island. The islands give the drinks so much character, don't they?
If we make it to the next island, gotta go, Sam. I'll catch you later.
Don't be the murderer now.
Lydia told me about you guys wanting to leave the syndicate.
She told you that. Can't break the bond of friendship, can you?
Coerce or cajole? Let's coerce. You mean you wish she'd kept quiet? Has she given your secret away?
I don't like people knowing our business. It's our relationship, not theirs. It doesn't give us a motive because the law is the law. A new leader wouldn't change that, would it?
Got it.
I'm afraid I need to be the judge of that, Sam. How come you lied to me earlier?
It paints us in a bad light. We're not council killers. We just want to explore the world. You understand, right?
No, now I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, like they did a regime change in order to escape from a world before.
Yeah.
And so if somebody blackmailed them with the promise
away
of
with it, though? Can't we just let them go?
if somebody blackmailed them with the promise of letting them go, then they might have done it. Sam lied.
Let's just pick the person we like the least, and then just incriminate them.
Yeah.
We have enough to incriminate literally anyone. So let's just pick the person we hate the most.
Sam told me they were happy and didn't have a problem with the council, but Lydia said otherwise. Sam lied.
Oh yeah, because he said that a while back. This doesn't look good, Sam.
Because they wanted to scrub themselves of motive, but also
But he's
obviously everyone says that they don't have any motive and are innocent. I was just at my house, and no, I'm perfectly happy. Don't have a problem with anyone in the council.
He's
obviously
one of the only people, like they're the only relationship, so they're like the only people with motives to protect anyone else.
It finally happened.
They're all cleared.
We're scrubbed of exclamation points. Now we have this menu to get through.
Oh, goodness.
The one we never use. Which is questions we could potentially follow up on? Maybe. We'll have to see what we can do.
I was gonna say, is there other stuff that we haven't, like, discovered as far as evidence on the island? That's impossible to figure out.
Crimson must know more about KHX. I need to get her to open up.
What? Is there anything we can give her to get her to open up?
Well, we might just have to keep hanging out with her.
Oh, maybe.
Because until the relationship's maxed out, then there's still more dialogue, which might still lead to more probing.
I like to converse with people to get them to let me probe them.
But first, dinner, and then probing.
Yeah.
You ready to go talk to Crimson Acid again?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Go. There.
Here we go.
That's right.
People are getting so sick of us, like, fucking making song references every 5 minutes.
I like the experience of seeing them live and having them like get really fucking quiet, and you can hear the whole audience like the goddamn radio, and then do the whole like everything up. That's stop.
Goddamn radio, you alone with me, alone with TV. Whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa,
oh no. Ow.
That's such a high energy song. I love that stuff.
I love Jane's Addiction. Well, I did once before Perry Farrell broke my heart and married a pussycat doll, and wears really ugly shirts now and plays kettle drum exclusively.
I just like that he did the entire performance with a bottle of wine that he was just slowly working his way through the whole performance. Like he's just holding it the entire time.
Last time I saw him do a live performance, I was like heartbroken. And Dave Navarro also was on stage looking heartbroken as Perry Farrell was just like making his own shit up and kind of being cringy.
No.
I know, I was like, oh. Me and my mom both watched it. We're like, oh. But anyways, got time for a chat, Crimson. Why is no one else is blessed? See, like that's a typo too. The gods work in mysterious ways. Depends on who catches their eye. What do you really want to talk about? You're not here. Once
the typos are increasing.
You're not here to shoot the breeze about divine blessings. I can see it in your eyes. Can I ask you about Isaiah? I was wondering when we get to the ex-husband topic, what he wants to know. What's he doing now? Oh, he's not dead. He's ex-husband. I thought he was dead. I just assumed because she's wearing the ring around her neck. He's still responsible for the citizen management, abduction, reconditioning, distribution. Oh fuck, I did the wrong voice for her. We'll just pretend. Uneasy. Is he happy? Sorry if this is a heartbreaker, but he's with Madam Complex now.
He goes straight to between people who have like first names that are like Am Girl,
Yeah.
Lady and Madam.
Perhaps, like female, probably.
It sounds like he's got a bit of a Madam complex.
The God Intenda. The very same. She lost Gregory on the 18th island when he repaired the timelines.
Don't be coy.
Wow.
A couple of islands later, she had a night out with Isaiah at Bar Knife Through the Heart, and the rest is history. What, is he happy? Are you asking if he still pines for you? Yes. Yes. My name doesn't represent all of me. It took him a few islands to get over you. Anger at what you did, and then deep longing. Buried himself in his work. He got through it. He's on the next island, one of Lydia's first pickups last night. Not a lot for the citizen manager to do once the slaughter is complete.
Sorry.
I'm glad he's not a suspect. Time to move on, lady. Understood. It's good because I love you. Lady, I have something to tell you.
Hey.
Do you love me too?
Got it.
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? I told you about the key from KHX. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on, but you need to know. I seduced KHX for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Who? Witness. Why?
Thank you.
He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access. A dongle could be placed in the control panel and then used to remotely access it.
The term dongle is always
Dongle.
ridiculous.
It needed a line of sight, though. That amount of data could easily drop packets if the signal was blocked. Did you give it to him?
Money.
Yes. Why? He promised to help me. With what? He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active service.
Like this.
Crimson.
You're letting the snakes get to you.
I know. I didn't expect to be this if it was him.
When love dies. all
Is this
that
the
remains are
truth?
facts.
Yes. I've got some work to do.
Ooh.
Oh.
Crimson.
It's okay, I still love you.
We're still opening
May
things
your
up.
journey be endless, and may you reach the moon.
And may you reach the moon. Bitch.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh, ooh.
Woo-wee.
Hooey, hot dog. You ever watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
No, I did not grow up with the Disney Channel.
See, once again, I have siblings that are very little. That were very little. I got to experience a lot of
I think
things that
Disney
were.
Channel existed when I was a kid. I just didn't watch any Disney. I watched Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network
You
and
ever
Animal
watched,
Planet
like-
and KQCA 58.
That's So Raven and like Lizzie McGuire and oh yeah, man, those are fucking kick ass.
I watched almost no live action kids sitcoms. I just watched like Drake and Josh,
Yeah, because that was like
which
like
came
their
up today.
yeah, that was like Nick's response, like what Disney had been doing for a while. And granted that like Drake and Josh is fucking hilarious.
We went down the weird rabbit hole of that. Like one of the largest channels subscribed to me is somebody who does Warriors Cats animations, and they animated the Warriors Cats doing lines from Drake and Josh.
Hey,
It's just
doing
like
a bit.
such a weird level of context to go down there.
It's funny because even that scenario, me thinking back on it, because it was the one where they build the tree house, but then Drake forgets to cut the door, and they're inside the tree house already.
And there's no way to get out.
There's no door, and they don't have the saw to cut it from within the tree house. And just remembering that scene makes me laugh. Like the show was so funny.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the one where Josh.
It's also got that one actress you see a lot of still.
Yeah, the
one that worked at the theater.
Her name's Helen. Yeah, Helen.
She's around a lot still.
She's fucking hilarious.
Whereas neither of them are. I know Drake Bell was in a car crash that put a hole in his lip.
Oh.
They were parked at an intersection, or they were stopped at an intersection, and someone just drove directly into them head on. So they remember he has like some story where he like put his tongue like through a hole in his lip, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know if he has a mustache now to hide it, or if I'm just thinking of Aaron Hansen for that part, because he also has a lip scar. That is the reason why he has a mustache. But and then what was it? Josh was in The Whackness, and Josh Peck was in The Whackness, and then the Red Dawn remake,
Yeah.
which was weird with like Liam Hemsworth, the lesser Hemsworth, which what people say sometimes. Really mean.
The one their mom likes less.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just always heard that Josh was kind of a jerk, which is upsetting
Yeah.
because seems so like in the show it's like the opposite, where Drake's kind of the jerk.
Yeah.
I hear it's actually the other way around. Drake's like the jerk with like a heart of gold.
He had this way of like saying a sentence and then repeating the last word of the sentence in like a weird spasm, and for some reason that was incredible. When I was a kid, it was just the funniest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, no, he throws little fits that are so perfect.
Yeah.
No, I just think of him in Mean Creek though, and I can't not think of him in Mean Creek, where he says all those racial slurs.
Oh.
That's when he was a little kid though. Josh, yeah, no, I can't
Wow.
repeat it because it's like
What a choice.
but the whole, I believe.
We're gonna make this child say slurs.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is that he's a bully, and I believe the plot of the movie is them deciding if they should kill him out in the woods. There's like a whole bunch of kids out in the woods. It's kind of like it's one of those situations where the kids are unattended, alone, and there's perhaps I want to say
Lord
I
of
think
the
they
Flies.
might kill him. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but he's a complete asshole. He's like he's a huge bully. Also, like in the movie Bully, in which the same thing happens. But apparently, kids killing each other is just a common theme. But
Yeah.
they represent our baser instincts. Wants to chat, Witness, about Josh Peck and Drake Bell and the TV show Drake and Josh.
I must warn you that I am not one for long conversations.
I'll take that as a no, because I have a lot to say about how good that show is.
I get the feeling that they all kind of say the same thing every time you talk to them at the beginning, but I'd never really noticed it until Witness, because his is just so declarative. And so it's really noticeable and memorable when he then says it again every time.
Well, it's also kind of a disparaging thing to say about yourself.
Yeah.
What else do you remember of the Great Betrayal?
I understood what salvation is. I was married to another inhabitant of the palace, a wonderful woman, but she chose heresy over the gods.
As would I.
I do not blame her. It was a troubling time. The whole world changed. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. I refused to abandon our heavenly masters. She chased me through the Chaos Palace, determined to take my life. Ezekiel saved me. He found a way out as the palace was attacked, and we were free. We had no idea what daylight or time was, but
He's molded in the darkness.
but we we knew we had to find the remaining believers. We wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the syndicate.
And now you only work for the gods.
The syndicate's work is holy work. Without the syndicate, the gods will never rise again. There is a balance, however. Ezekiel saved me, and now I must save the syndicate.
Save? How are you going to save it?
Too many of us have forgotten to adhere to the ways Silent Goat taught us. When was the last time you did a full prayer routine?
The gods are watching us.
I will evangelize these values on the new island and bring us back into the light. In order for that to happen, you need to do your job, Lady Love Dies. Let us not do social calls until the next island.
Got it.
Understood. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Maybe.
The truth I find about the murder may involve you, Witness.
A devoted servant like myself has nothing to fear.
Maximum witness mode. I can put this down for good, except no, I can't.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't, because
We're still
Is
good.
this a fact or a truth?
Why did you want Crimson to get the key to the second seal?
I didn't.
You're lying. I have testimony that you not only asked her to get the key, but that she gave you the key as well.
That simply isn't true. I have nothing to do with Miss Acid.
What a fucking name, man.
She's lying to you, Lady Love Dies. You are being played.
I want to be Stephanie Acid.
Stephanie Acid?
Have you got the key?
This island is full
I
of
didn't even know
spirits.
the second seal required a key. I don't have it.
You're lying.
I am not, Lady Love Dies. Miss Acid is tricking you. She is turning us against each other.
Why?
It's your job to find out.
That is true, is that she's a source of so much information for us that she could be making up stories that functionally just point us in the right directions to fuck up our plans and keep away from anything she actually wants us to not know. Everyone has secrets. She didn't even tell us that the Daybreaks were assassins. I mean that they did the regime change and were married.
No, yeah, that's true.
Wait, no, I'm mixing up two different things.
Wait, no. Wait.
She didn't tell us that Witness and Carmelina
yeah,
were married.
Yeah.
There
She
we
told
go.
us about the regime change thing.
Yeah, she's the one who told us that.
You asked Crimson to get the key to the second holy seal from KHX.
Of course not.
No, I...
Witness, I'm losing my patience.
He's sweating through his helmet, which is funny.
By asking her to do that, and by her account, taking a copy from her, you're the prime suspect for who went through it.
I did nothing of the sort.
You're denying all of it, or just going... Wait, you're denying all of it, or just going through the seal?
This island is full of
All of
spirits.
it. I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story or the second
I
seal.
have a bad feeling
No
about
desire
this.
to cooperate at all.
I can't cooperate...
Capricorn.
I can't cooperate with a fabrication.
There is peppercorn in my poppycock.
What the fuck?
That's when Harry met Sally. Okay, so the whole time I was like, okay, this whole KHX thing is very irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
However, it's almost like when you're doing when you're taking like a multiple choice test, and there is an answer that seems so out of the, it's like it stands out from the other ones, to the point where you're like, why is that even there? But I feel like maybe the whole point of it being there is because you have to in tandem kind of solve both or investigate both to find the answer. And if I was like taking a multiple choice test and I saw this setup, I would say that witness was the person who did it, because why else would they include the KHX thing if not to be something that is like it's so out of place that the only reason I could see them putting it here is for the purpose of it having a part to play. So if it doesn't have a part to play, it almost seems like purposeless in being here.
Well, it could be there's a red herring.
I mean, it could be a red herring, but that almost like to me that makes it especially suspicious. Only because if we really didn't want to, I don't know. It just seems like purposeful to
It's
me.
like Disco Elysium is like red herrings the game.
Well, yeah, but I feel like, I think that game's probably a little bit more in depth than this one is. It just seems like so out of bounds to include that either it's just going to be a separate mystery on its own right entirely, maybe just like a bonus sort of thing, or it has something directly to do with this, and you're required to do both to solve each other. I don't know. I think that adds a weight to the importance of the evidence to me. It being something that could be completely cut out if a person making this game wanted to, but they can't cut it out because it must have something to do with it. I don't think I explained that well at all.
I was that
but
KHX.
You were?
Yeah.
Well, too bad you're dead then, Keith.
Yeah.
Keith HX.
That's how I do the voices.
Got time to chat, Yuri.
Insufferable.
Can we make this the last time, freak?
I hope so. Have you ever been in love, Yuri?
Love doesn't offer anything. I've been in love with the reflection.
Narcissus.
Love constrains ambition. It blinds you to your goal.
Refute. Love can make you understand more about yourself and others.
I understand myself and others just fine. Some of us are rulers and the rest are meant to be ruled. The world is very simple, freak. You people confuse yourselves with love and affection. It dulls your senses and stops you from achieving excellence.
Got it.
If you open your heart, you open your mind.
Goodbye, freak.
Goodbye, Yuri. I hope this is maybe
Relationship
our
increased.
Max. Yes,
best
good.
buds.
Good, because I don't want to have to talk to him ever again.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's more or less the goal right now.
I hate Yuri the most.
In fact, some of the remaining objectives give me like nothing to go on, but a decent amount of them are just like, I should press this person on it, and we're out of dialogue options. So that means raise the relationship with them until the probe option comes up, which is I think once per person, it seems. Then you can usually talk to them one or two more times just to get more dialogue anyway. And I want it. I'm hungry.
Hungry for interaction.
Hungry. No limits. Hungry. Did you read the first volume of Take the Whale?
Yes.
The baffling No Limits character and his talking dog.
I am enjoying it.
Yeah.
I have to read 2 and 3.
It's so strange.
Can I ask you something, Architect? What is it? How can you be sure that the next island will be perfect? There are no certainties in architecture and design. Both are nebulous and subjective. Exactly, that's why nothing can be perfect, dummies.
Yeah.
All you guys are dummies.
Yep.
We can never be sure that the design of the next island will be perfect.
Sure.
Why are people calling it Perfect 25? The mind always looks for reassurance, something concrete to hold on to. The world is chaotic and people crave respite.
Craft is its own reward.
We believe we have solved the problem of demonic corruption. The syndicate seized upon this as a sign of success, a sign of perfection. Do you think it'll be perfect? As close as we've come to it, the syndicate has so many problems to solve with the islands. Our work is always undermined by the threat of demonic corruption. We cannot do our holy work while our home rots around us. Can the syndicate cope if Perfect 25 fails? It won't fail. Hypothetically.
How
dare you?
Concentrate on your investigation. Let me worry about perfection.
How fucking dare you?
Investigator, can we discuss something of a delicate nature?
Yeah. It's like, how dare you suggest that 25 might not be perfect after the last 24 were imperfect?
Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? I wasn't truthful. Witness used that bunker for an illegal study of demons. He wanted to find out all we could for the sake of the island. Ever since the beginning of the syndicate, there has been zero tolerance on demons. The misknowledge frightened him. He trapped a killer demon and experimented on it. I haven't set foot in there in years, since before he started. Why did he get a killer demon? He trapped one. I don't know how. I kept a secret. He still means a lot to me. The killer demon would die when Island 24 ceases to exist. Henry's demon had already done irreparable damage to the island. This one wasn't going to do any more. What about Witness? I put it out of my mind. We fell apart and each other's matters became private again.
Carmelina confessed to you. Oh.
Oh no!
It went away. I didn't get to read it.
May the silent goat walk with you. And may you reach the moon.
That was much important.
That was much important.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I could read through it again.
So it was about the killer demon, right?
Yes.
So I think we were both a little distracted by hearing people arrive home. Yeah, Carmelina confessed using the bunker as a lover's retreat, said the witness continued to use the illegal lab after they split. Hidden bunker in the dead zone had been used for demonic experimentation. Because yeah, she just basically verified that, like, the witness straight up was like keeping a killer demon in that bunker, right? Like, he's the one that's behind it. It's kind of hard to get away from that. So either he used the demon or somebody found out about it and took it. Carmelina took some god flesh. What happened to it? There's an area of suspiciously weak looking ground behind the syndicate graveyard. You just smash it with the right tool.
We haven't picked up any new tools lately.
I don't even know how to get tools. Whose blood was used for the third holy seal? Why did the bloodstains mysteriously end at the wall? Whose blood is at the crime scene? That's at the actual crime place. Was someone trying to rile Henry up? The report doesn't mention anything like this. Was it a drug? Some kind of attack? Where has a view that would allow an attack? It's also out of the way. What?
Where has a view that would allow... Because that's what they were... She was saying something about he needed like remote... He asked for a modified key with the dangler. The
dangler? A dongle?
Dongle, yes. to activate the seal from far away, but you had to have a sight of it. I'm not sure where that place would be.
How do you even get to the Paradise Gates?
Is it KHX's retreat? I don't think that has a direct line of sight. I don't think any place that does.
Ha.
Ha?
There you are. Okay. It's not the same objective, but I wanted to investigate. I want to go to the Paradise Gates to confirm Lydia and Sam's alibi. Because that's where they're supposed to have been, so they should be on the records.
Mm-hmm. Because we haven't really checked that, huh?
Yeah, we don't come here much. That's where I started.
Yeah.
There's even secrets still here that I haven't had the chance to, I wouldn't even know to check because it's so far out here. Wow. Did she have to drive me out of here when we first got here?
She did.
Oh.
I don't know how.
No, I think she drove me. It's a teleporter car. It doesn't really drive.
Yeah, I guess so.
That means there's secrets here. We haven't been here forever. Because it's not part of the contiguous map. Contiguous. Log your visit. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we've been exploring pretty thoroughly, but this is a whole chunk that we like constantly forget about because you don't really walk here naturally.
Yeah, it's like it seems like an area with nothing of interest. You need the fourth one, and then the. Is it the sixth one? No. No. Is it the second one?
There we go. I was just missing that one completely, I think.
Star, star, star.
Star, star, star.
I've got the logs to the Paradise Gates. Let's see. Multiple entries for Lydia and other syndicate members through the night. Most of the syndicate were taken through the gates to the next island.
2356. Camera log. Lydia Daybreak. Sam Daybreak. Arrive. 2357. Blood vials authenticated. Lydia Daybreak. Sam Daybreak. 2357. Paradise Gates warm-up sequence initiated. 06. Critical status. Status critical. Paradise Gates sealed authorization. Judge. 06. Paradise Gates emergency purge. 06. Blood vials removed. Lydia Daybreak. Sam Daybreak. So they were here continuously through that period, but they still the fact that the murder was a remote trigger makes it not the best, and almost nothing is a good alibi. Camera log. Lydia Daybreak. Sam Daybreak. Leave. Why is Lydia Daybreak not red? But Sam is.
That is weird.
Including the colon.
I think it's a mistake. Lydia and Sam started the warm-up sequence for the gates, but didn't enter them. The gates were shut down and purged the power when Judge ordered the lockdown. The camera on the Nightmare computer confirms they were here the entire time. Their alibi is solid. Yes, that pretty much, like, they're pretty clear of that.
They're clear of not being at the murder scene.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Akiko said Lydia and Sam have been meeting in secret at the farm. Why? Maybe they're enjoying the beach?
Why would they have to meet in secret? They're married.
Because they're doing secret-y things. I should probably go to the farm, but also let's check out.
I mean, but you can
This
just
here
say
shit.
that they, like, oh, we just want to be alone together. Like, you don't have, like, there's nothing very suspicious about that.
Where's that cable go?
Somewhere on the island, I guess. That's kind of funny. What's up there? Oh my gosh. Did you break it? Oh my gosh, you might have. No? Oh my goodness. You cheater.
I've got super jumps. I got mad hops, brah.
More whiskey! It's so special we had to lock it up.
What a weird place to keep it. I like it when islands end.
Change is good.
Will we have any more change?
I'll use a little change. We're on Perfect 25 now. This will be the last island.
Are you sure?
No, being sure about anything is a mistake.
You never commit to anything.
And you let yourself believe too easily.
Isn't he the one casting doubt though? And you're the one believing? Hair Trigger Whiskey, a delightful blend that gives you the confidence to do what you always wanted but were too scared to, probably. And then you will not do well because you got a hair trigger.
Whoa, what's over there? Also, what's that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that sound? The fuck is that?
I have no idea what this is. It has a data port though. Starlight can analyze it. Starlight seems to be having trouble processing this.
Encryption detected. Initiating cracking.
What the hell is this thing sitting here for?
Cracking.
It looks like some kind of audio device. It has a directional speaker that's pointed at Henry's cell.
We just accidentally found the thing.
Oh, the remote access
I wasn't
thing.
even looking for this one right now.
Or the remote control thingy.
That's funny. Cracking success. Diagnostic. Battery 52%. Memory. Crystal state drive, 8 trillion terabytes. Recording function enabled. Playback function enabled. Not currently playing. File extension unknown. Device designation MHI-8AD, manufacturer Masahiro Heavy Industries. Syndicate patent, a device that directs aural frequencies at target for use in riot control and wartime operations. Distressing. That's real-time shit too. Like there's a, depending on what type of equipment they deploy at you, like you can suffer permanent hearing loss for being in protests if they start using like their fucking like audio like suppression tactics on you. Like if they come driving through with this thing with a big speaker on it, you just want to get the fuck out of there because it's just gonna destroy you. What a good world we're in, where we use military tech against protesters
against
and their own
civilians.
citizens. Yeah. Foreign modification detected. Crystal state drive added. Processing data type. Scanning records. Match found. Island sequence 15. Discovery of death scream trauma by Dr. Doom Jazz. Data type. In device memory matches report blah blah blah. Author Dr. Doom Jazz. Title Psychic Death Scream Trauma.
So this is an oral device, attack device made by Masahiro Heavy Industries. It directs focused sound at a target in a very narrow cone, especially an audio sniper rifle, essentially.
Yeah, so they attacked Henry with this, and that made him go that his demon awaken, and that's what caused everything to happen. This is a really important thing to find.
Got it.
So far, so normal. But a modification has been done to the device. It plays a file type that Starlight doesn't recognize.
666.jpg.
The closest match to the data is a report about psychic death scream trauma that Doom Jazz filed on Island 15. Why does Paradise always have to be so strange?
The investigator.
I should speak to the doctor.
Could there be a killer in paradise? Some kind of paradise
Killer? What?
Well, now I gotta do a lap around this island because we don't really come here. Do you guys have a shovel? I need a shovel.
Is there a Shinji on here?
Maybe. There's a red thing down there.
That's a...
It's a heart.
Oh,
A zealous carving. A carving from the birth of the syndicate. Citizens worship. The syndicate worship. And the gods gorge on the psychic energy. I feel like we're getting pretty far. Like next session might be the trial. Not necessarily next
how
episode.
fucking big is this island, man?
It's a chunker.
Oh.
Chunk boy extraordinaire. That's me
I thought you were drowning.
No,
What's a big... Oh my gosh.
that's the thing I was on.
Oh my
That's
goodness,
my prison.
of course.
It's a pretty big island. And yeah, we don't normally have a reason to come here, so we've been missing whatever's here. God, we could have found that an eternity ago. But like, we gotta via all the baths. What they want me to do is they want me to look at that thing, find the weird pink cable, then teleport across the water to the other side, and then try to find the other side of that pink cable. This is almost just as an acknowledgement of like, okay, if you came all the way out here, here's the thing. It's just a fucking crystal. It's not like evidence or anything. It's not like, and here's the passphrase that awakens our sleeper agent, Lady Love Dice, who was the murderer.
That would be a great twist. How did she do it? She was on the special island, but no, she went down and used
Shinji
that special,
teleported her.
That special sniper thing. It was me that used it because I'm over here. I aimed it.
Yeah, I do have the closest proximity to the thing that was used to attack. Yeah, we did teleport off this island the first time we got here. Which made me forget how it's not connected to the rest. Because Lydia was waiting for us.
Yeah. She
But
was
only after Shinji was waiting for us first.
like, yeah, he's our best friend. Fuck you, Lydia. Shinji was there for us when no one else was.
Yeah, I don't see evidence of anything else up here. It was really just that one really important thing.
It was a very important thing, though.
Yeah. So we were supposed to find that the other way. But instead I just sequence broke, jumped at it. There's a thing in my eye. Kill me now.
That is like the absolute worst.
Where the fuck did that even come from? Stop it. It's actually really confusing being on this island once you're away from the one part that has like context.
Wait, we should go down, like go, oh. Wasn't there like an underneath of this?
And underneath of this,
Yes. there was like a ladder that went down underneath this structure we're standing on.
I'm not sure if there was anywhere to go.
I guess it was just like a wall, but there was like a ladder that led down to this segment on the other side. Maybe it was just so you get to the floor.
That was the way to get up and down back before I was a superhero. Now,
Yeah.
now I need to get back up.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, just like a nice stroll on the beach, you know, just like double
Just
jumping.
Sonic
and, like,
Adventure-ass island.
Yeah.
Is a orca going to chase me down a pier? You know, sequence of wanton
Because
destruction.
you know that's something that totally happens.
I should plan my route.
Just jump from pole to pole.
Well, I mean, like a plan where to go next. Why was there a death scream device pointing towards the desolation cell? Whose blood?
They said we should talk to Doom Jazz. Is who they said we should talk to.
There's another witness comment.
We're like supposed to ask about this fucking thing.
Yep. Every time I think I'm done, they just keep pulling me back in, as they say. Hello, Lydia. There. Yeah, because he's in his apartment, and that's the syndicate apartments. I'm very smart.
Very smart, Keith.
Very smart. There he is.
You're so smart.
Who's a good smart?
My dog looked over at me.
Are you making dog noises?
She said, that's me. I'm smart.
Is
You're
that
talking
doggy
to
voice?
me. Excuse me, Kiki. I was telling Keith that he is smart. Okay, get over yourself. Witness, I need to talk to you. What do you know about this device that I found? It looks like it records the death screams you suffer from and replays them. It's been fitted with a directional speaker that allows them to be targeted. I found it pointed at Henry's cell. Doomjazz hypothesized that someone possessed by a demon would be agitated by it and have a spike of adrenaline.
Paradise feels
Wait a minute, does that mean that
wrong.
does that mean that Witness has a demon in him too? If he doesn't like psychic death screams?
Well, he's the one that
He has the
is
condition.
capable of noticing death screams when other people don't. So I almost wonder if people recorded them from him, because Doomjazz is the one that studied him and helped him. So what if he recorded the death screams in a way that it could be transmitted?
Maybe. Sounds perfect for whipping Henry into a frenzy when Akiko went to execute him, giving him a chance to escape.
The death screams are torture. I would never inflict them on anyone else.
Don't test
So you're
me.
denying it.
Of course. There's no evidence that I placed or used the device.
They always got us in that pesky evidence part.
Yeah, because we never have any.
Because you don't have no DNA testing, it's all speculative. Witness, I have testimony that you were using the secret bunker for demonology research.
From who?
Who do you think?
Whatever you think you know, you don't. I always work for our holy masters. This has nothing to do with the murder of the council, though.
Sure.
I found a killer demon inside the council penthouse with the victim's blood all over its claws.
You think you're onto something, but you don't know what you're talking about.
The facts and the
Then
truth
why don't
are
you
not
tell
the
me?
same.
If you think you have some wild conspiracy theory, you will need to prove it in the trials. I won't talk further about this.
See you in court, witness. That sounds pretty definitive.
When you take the stand, am I right? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna shoot you with my gun.
Yeah, y'all should be a little bit more afraid of me.
It's a really personal touch that I get to shoot the person.
That is, yeah. Makes it more personal. You have to make sure you make the right decision or else you
He's the
feel
one that
guilty
called
about
Dr.
it.
Doomjazz. He's the one that makes it feel alright. I've definitely made that joke before. It's just too obvious. Like the number of times we've done shot through the heart, knife through the heart, and
That
you're
is
to
a bar.
blame. Cause you're clearly
You
holding
gave your
the
bar a
knife.
bad name.
It's not a long-range weapon, so it kind of gives up the game.
You gave your bar a bad name.
They did. That is a really, really bad name for a bar. Every time someone says it out loud, like, yeah, knife through the heart bar. I'm like,
Yeah, when they said it last, I was like, knife through the heart bar. Because it just doesn't sound natural at
it's
all.
just too much sentence.
Whee! On top of the boat.
Okay.
It's my boat now. I'm the highest up on it. That's how you know it belongs to me. Got a sec, Doc.
I've got to like take a moment to write down every character's name and then start crossing them out when they're max friendship so I can keep track. It's hard to keep track. We've definitely done Akiko and
Yuri. Akiko, Yuri.
Akiko, Yuri, and Witness, the 3 worst characters.
Yes.
Why are we like this? Back for more real talk.
Hit me.
Wonderful.
Nothing lasts forever except the certainty of change.
Quoting philosophy now.
Please, some song on a skate punk compilation. Skate punk.
Do skate punk.
Speaking of things just coming back all day, I just lent you a skate punk book today.
I honestly didn't really realize skate punk was actually a genre.
I mean, I think it's mostly built into the idea of skating.
Yeah, but I mean, you can
Like,
listen
culturally.
to any kind of music while you're skating.
Yeah.
You listen to normal punk while you're skating. Does that make it skate punk now? Because like most genres of music are like a combination of other genres. Like saying folk punk is like folk and punk, but like
Yeah.
skate doesn't add anything as far as like musically it doesn't
Maybe
add
it meant like a
anything.
video compilation. It doesn't even mean punk music.
I mean, you know, technically they do use, I don't know,
You punks.
like Big Brother videos and stuff. They use like music in their skate compilations. Maybe he's referring
Yeah.
to like that type of music, but I would still just say that's punk music.
Yeah. Maybe it
Unless
was
it's
maybe
about
it was a
skating
skate
specifically.
compilation with punk music on it. Like when you
yeah, like a
when you
Big Brother
reward
video.
whenever you beat a campaign and Tony Hawk, that was your reward, was to get that skater's skate tape.
Yeah,
It was
no.
the real life person with a song playing over and everything.
Those were coveted back in the day because that's how you learn new tricks. Because you didn't
Yeah.
have the internet to like look up new
That
tricks.
stuff was so cool back then. I played so much Tony Hawk 2 and 3.
Yeah, you did well on that bird skating
Oh, yeah.
game.
Fucking bird game. Did you read that one before?
Yeah, I said skate punk. Oh, I never thought you'd be into that. You loser.
One of the citizens we abducted from the real world had it with him. Just
Ooh.
overtly abducted.
Talk about sludgecore.
Sludgecore.
So what else are you into? Sludgecore?
Fabulous.
Whatever I can get my hands on. This kid had quite the CD collection on him. Physically on him when he was taken. 4-knuckle, crap down, sound year. You'd think a mass of oppressed citizens would mean there was more punk music on the island.
Not allowing them access to instruments or any real means of creativity probably hinders that.
How do they even get through their days?
That is unfortunate. You know what? This music for this game is pretty rockin', but it would get very
It wouldn't
sad if you couldn't
exist.
listen to anything else.
It also wouldn't exist in this universe. No one would make it.
Well, no, I think they have like allotted music, like basically the government makes the music you listen to, and these
This
are the
is
songs.
religious doctrine music in the vaporwave universe.
Yes.
Oh no.
The gods like it the best. Confirmed, God likes Vaporwave the best.
Or theirs does.
Nah,
There's
I think it's
several
just-
gods.
I think
Lots
it's
of
just
gods,
the
actually.
truth. Yep, they all like Vaporwave. Holiest of all music. Why do you think there are so many murders in the apartments?
Montserrat always said you can't build pyramids without slaves.
Can't make an omelet without eggs. We've got enough pyramids.
I agree.
Catch you later, Doc.
Why do you need to build pyramids with slaves when you have a reality folding drive?
Yeah, just fucking.
I think that built the pyramids.
These structures on the island you did not build using people. Like, you
No.
did not build those statues using
It's
people.
like a pyramid in the middle of the ocean. Like, no.
No. What about death screams? Could they cause an adrenaline burst?
Maybe, but I don't know how you'd weaponize a death scream.
What about one of these?
Hypothetically?
It looks like it records death screams. Is that a directional speaker?
Sure.
It is. How would you record a death scream?
You could record the brain activity using electrodes. This device looks like it has a crystal in it. Some crystals are capable of recording emotions.
We're just talking
We were
about
just
magic
talking about
crystals.
dumb fake crystal geology bullshit, yeah. Everything loops back. It's like every topic we address in a given day will just come back at us like 2 hours out later.
It's without fail. I could put money on it.
The death scream gets written to that, and upon simulation, the crystal would output the scream. It's a one-shot use though. You can see the crystal is burnt out. I could never experience the death screams as I'm not a sufferer. I presume you want my opinion though. The demon that possesses Henry is attuned to psychic energy. They fucked this up, by the way. Because they already triggered the witness dialogue without us having this conversation. So the last conversation we had assumed we'd had this conversation already. We just submitted Doom Jazz's testimony to witness that we're getting right now.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if maybe that was just so general of a statement that it was like.
Yeah, but now he's saying it, so now it's really clear that like we're supposed to know it now.
Yes, it's true.
The demon that possessed Henry is attuned to psychic energy. This could have been used to agitate it.
Handy if you wanted to turn Henry into a weapon.
Like these weapons, am I right?
These guns. Dude, what if he like, okay, so he's pretty buff, as is everyone in this game.
Yeah.
What if he got really thin? Would his arms just look super big on him because his arms are made to be on a buff
They'd
person?
be like the wrong proportions and
yes,
so on.
they would be all thick and he'd be all scrawny.
Like fixed arm size. He lost both of his arms when he's getting dragged because they mentioned like was it Isaac Kiwami is the one that I almost said Isaac Kimbo. Isaac Kiwami is the one that like rescued him from his like the torture place where he lost both of his arms.
Yeah. That is torture.
Bad time. Oop, almost fell in. Well, the plot it thickens, but the list it shrinks. We're making progress. I think we're getting ready to wrap this game up soon.
Yeah.
Then we'll get
That's true.
We'll get to pick new games and all that. All right. Who did it?
I mean, who done it?
At this point, throw a dart. That person, they're guilty.
Who him is?
Is there a single character we don't think is guilty in some way?
Yeah, I feel like dang it. See, I almost spoiled something again. I keep wanting to make a reference to something, but I can't because
you
it'll
just
spoil
give away
everything.
the ending of the thing.
Exactly. But anyways, I really think that everybody did it. So if anyone knows which mystery I'm talking about where everybody did it, because there's like that's the ending.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think I know the one you're talking about because I think somebody already spoiled it in the comments somewhere.
Dang it. Maybe it's last time that I accidentally almost referred to it.
Yeah, is it a story that gets remade a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen any version of it before, but somebody gave it up.
You know what's funny is it has been remade several times. I saw a recent remake of it and I forgot until about halfway through which story it was, and I was like, oh, I know the ending of this already because this is a famous one. And I just was like, I already like spoiled it for myself on accident.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, duh. That's the mystery that I was talking about.